PlayStation 4. Announcement, drink along. I don't really know what we're doing, what we're calling this. This is a premature evaluation.
Get that mouse out of there.
Wrapped into a drink along. Wrapped in a puzzle. Wrapped in an enigma. So, the PlayStation 4 was announced 2 days ago. I think I'm going to post this tomorrow on Friday for Friday's
It was
drink along.
posted February 20th.
Yeah.
2013.
And I thought we could do a drink along of the conference. So we're kind of like replaying it now, and
Take
I want
a drink every time you see a triangle, an X, an O, or a square.
Oh no! Take a drink every time they say synergy, or blow your mind, or simple, or cloud. Cloud is a good drink.
Or social.
Or social. Oh no!
Or
I'm gonna
share.
be dead. Imagination is a okay. So
all right, great song. This song gets me pumped up.
I don't recognize it.
I always like when they do good music.
I love this intro though. Is this the one that like kind of recaps the history of PlayStation?
Yeah, there's like clips from throughout the
like their old commercials and
yeah,
I really like this. I thought this was a great intro.
And like when they really edit it well to the music, like you saw that phone operator clap her hands right when the music clapped their hands.
Now, I'm super... Final Fantasy X. God, that was a great game. I'm actually kind of excited to watch this. We're not going to sit here and watch the entire thing for 2 hours, but I am excited to see this again because this is like the conference hall shot right here. Because just this afternoon, we got approved for our E3 2013 press passes. So hopefully we're going to be at the Sony event. Ratchet and Clank. I remember that commercial. That was a great commercial. Anyway, so hopefully we'll be at the Sony press conference in a couple months.
In June.
In June. Probably that Monday. I forgot what date that's going to be. See the actual hardware of the PlayStation because they didn't show that at all during this conference.
Yeah, I mean, so it's gonna have Blu-rays.
Most likely.
Definitely, because...
What if it's an option?
Well, the guy from Sony did an interview after.
Kaz Hirai or someone else?
Someone else.
Okay.
And said there will be used games on the PS4.
Really?
So that implies discs to me.
Okay. It'd be really interesting if it was an option.
You can't really do used games without discs.
Unless,
no one's ever done it.
What if... Okay, let's blow some minds right now.
Okay.
You download a game for $60. You trade it back into Sony for $30. And then you can buy a used digital version of the game for $50.
Sony wouldn't let you do that.
Like they create an art... Oh, that's a good point. Well, just don't say no. Just say yes. You're right.
I agree with the first part. The first part's possible. If you buy a game the day when it's new for $60, they might give you a credit towards your next one.
Yeah,
that's a cool idea. However, there's not a chance they're gonna let you buy a used one because there's no there's nothing used about it.
That's creating artificial.
There's no such thing as used.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna skip a lot of this talking bit, a lot of the talking bits, and get to the good trailers and such. But for this first guy, I thought I would just make fun of him for a bit. Because roll call. Dan.
Present.
John. Present. All right. Roll call complete.
All right. This year with the PlayStation 4, we are going to base all our video games on Video Dub. Oh, Murray.
We'll show you how we're strengthening the PlayStation ecosystem through hardware, software.
Oh, ecosystem? I think that's a buzzword.
Yeah.
When unified, create truly magical
ecosystem.
Unified.
Magical. Experience.
Experience, I think.
Play.
Oh. Every time they say play, take a drink.
He said experiences. He said social.
Dude, oh my god, I'm gonna get trashed in like no time.
No longer the center of the PlayStation.
Oh, I want to know if anybody has an idea for how we can do an E3 drink along. While we're there, how can we do something interesting where we're drinking throughout the day, like during the conference? I mean, like,
I don't really have any interest in that.
And make a video out of it. Like, take drinks with all the booth babes or something like that.
Okay, sure.
All I had to say was booth babes, and Dan's on board.
Yeah, I don't want to sit there at a conference, though, taking swigs out of a flask that I
Pocket flask.
snuck in.
All right, the drinking game is see how many people, how many strangers you can get to take a drink out of your flask. And by take a drink, I mean suck on, and
We
your
need to get
flask,
shit done,
I mean
dude.
pocket snake.
We gotta get shit done.
Yeah, that's true.
These experiences can happen on a console or a handheld
Experience,
Experience.
an experience. Damn it, take a drink.
With the most powerful handheld gaming system ever created.
So did you think that it was actually going to be called
In fact,
anything besides PlayStation 4? Because there were some rumors about the PlayStation Orbis, which I mean, that was its code name before the 4 was officially announced at this conference, I guess.
I'm surprised they called Vita Vita and not PSP2.
We'll be talking more about this
Okay.
Because you got your,
later this
I
year,
mean,
but it's safe to say that we'll
PlayStation Portable. That's exactly what a Vita is.
Mm-hmm.
We're also focused on
I think it's a good name. I like PSP.
So what
Do you
about
think
the
they just
Game
wanted
Boy?
to-
So
they just
they
didn't-
went from the Game Boy to the Game Boy Advance to the Game Boy Color, and then to the DS.
The dual screen.
Right. So they never really they went to the DS Lite. So they never went to DS2,
3DS.
3DS. So they never went to 2. They just went to 3DS. And 3DS Lite now, right? I think.
And as you'll see today, remains at
XL.
So I guess for the mobile ones, the handhelds, they never really they don't do numbers as simply as the PlayStation does. Never looked at it that way.
We also knew success would rely not only on a package of next generation technologies, but on reconceptualizing.
So it sounds like
next generation
they did a fantastic job with the hardware.
Yeah. You mean like the architecture and what
Yeah.
they're going to talk about in the next segment that we're probably going to skip past?
Yeah. So I
Why do you
remember
say that?
distinctly from the PS3 era, developers were like, all right, the Xbox is so much easier to work on than the PS3. And I think PS3 is like, we're not making that mistake again. We're using a very common architecture. Like, it's going to be a PC. Like, it's going to be, you can make a PC game
Right.
practically, but you're going to have to incorporate a few things like trophies and sharing and
Right. Now, I lost what I was going to say. Yes, I agree. Oh, the first game that they show is an Unreal Engine thing, which has, for the life of the PlayStation, run significantly poorer on the PlayStation than the Xbox. And there's like so many games that are multi-platform that use Unreal Engine. They were like, okay, we're going to address the number one concern that developers have right now publicly. Except I'm sure a ton of developers already have development consoles at this point and realized, oh, all these problems we had before don't exist anymore. But for, I mean, I guess, I would imagine, I mean, if it's coming out holiday 2013, then they have to. Like, they have, like, no one's starting on a game right now. No one's calling up Sony right now and saying,
well, maybe little bitty guys are
like
calling up
indies
Sony
or something
right
like
now.
that. But even then, they're getting funded by Sony. Oh, that's an interesting. I never really noticed that before. Oh, let's take a look at that. The dude's looking in the mirror. This is kind of a cool.
Who do you want to be today? A
Yeah, who do you wanna
Hellgast? Nathan Drake?
Nathan
or
Drake,
someone I don't recognize?
Gran Turismo driver. This is him on the right.
Oh, that's still a game?
Sure. It's going to be pretty close to the PlayStation 5's release for when that comes out. That reminds me a lot. I loved that commercial for PlayStation with the dude walking. No, it's not the dude walking in the bar. It's like the bar filled with all the different characters, and they're all talking about this one guy.
And it's you.
And it's like the
player.
game, the player, and it's like in Drake and Kratos and all these other guys and like army dudes. PS4.
Thank you.
I thought it was interesting that they chose PS4 as the first way to say PlayStation 4 and not PlayStation 4. That they're kind of embracing PS4. I mean, like everybody calls it the PS1, 2, 3, 4, but I always feel like between, like they always have the preference, like most companies have the preference for the long version of their name and don't necessarily embrace and put front and center the abbreviated name of their game.
Like GTA.
Like GTA, like World of Warcraft. Everybody calls it WoW. And I guarantee like every branding expert out there knows that the abbreviated version of your long title is almost as important as the actual title itself.
Yeah.
So
You said experience.
Experience. Shit. Well, I'll take a drink. Now, over the next couple of hours, you and I, when we watch this live, we're like, what? The next couple of hours?
What are you talking about,
Oh,
dude?
God. But it ended up being almost a 2-hour thing. It's ridiculous.
All right, enough of this guy.
All right. Well, I think we have another speaker up next who's going to talk about the architecture. And this guy's a bad actor, and he's done a lot of public speaking training. And I always find it really interesting to these people, like to observe these people that have public speaking training but aren't very good public speakers yet. And seeing how their hand gestures seem extremely unnatural. But they're taught not to just keep their hands by their sides and just dead fish and like do weird animations with their hands the entire time. Do you notice that?
He's not terrible with his hands.
No, he's not terrible with his hand, but his, I don't know, he just seemed very, I don't know, just he just seemed like a bad actor to me with this. Like his hands were fine. Some of the other speakers later on are really bad. But do you notice that at all? Like their hand motions and
No.
Okay,
Just never stands out to me.
never stands out. All right,
I mean, I notice that some people are better than others, but
yeah.
I thought so. What this guy said, 8 gigs of RAM. So it sounds like it's a great processing system.
Oh yeah. So let's go to the good pictures that just show what developers want. We don't completely understand that. Cloud. I see a cloud. Take a drink. Use my left hand for the drink so I can work the mouse with the right. That's how I jerk off.
Yeah, I was about to say the same.
I've mastered this process before. So I know a little bit about how computers work, but not enough to really appreciate this.
No.
To really understand what this is saying. I know that my current PC is not an x86. It's an x64, and it has been for quite a while. So I don't really know what that means. I think that most of the games that I run are still in x86.
Is x86 older than what you have?
Yes, that's a 32-bit processor. So the 64-bit, i7 that I have on my computer is x64. Enhanced PC GPU. To me, that makes it sound like, and again, this is just complete speculation, that they're trying to be more like a PC, that they're trying to make it easier for developers to make multi-platform games better on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like, I think that they went into the PlayStation 3 assuming that they were going to be number one. And as soon as they realized that they had competition, and oh shit, the competition is actually easier to develop for, then the PlayStation's not the first thing to be ported to.
Right.
It's not the primary console anymore. And that hurt them big. Hurt them real big.
Okay, so...
And local storage hard drive. So it's HDD, not a solid state.
Not SSD.
Right. Now, the PlayStation 3 had local storage hard drive. That was a laptop hard drive that was actually pretty easy to swap out if you wanted to.
You could put in an SSD.
You could, actually. That'd be a really expensive upgrade. I don't think it would do very much on a PlayStation, but you could.
So keep going a little bit.
The controller. Who the fuck wants a trackpad?
Not me.
On their controller?
Not me.
I can already see all the stupid gimmicks coming. This is
fucking
fucking
have
stupid,
to do shit
right?
You don't want to do.
I see no advantage.
You have to swipe. You have to swipe the code in. Or draw a circle.
Right. Like, I don't... This...
Write your name.
So, also, you can see right here, they have a speaker on the controller. And one thing that they've also taken from the Xbox is, they talk about this later, is that there is 1/8 millimeter or 1/8 inch headphone jack, which is the typical headphone jack for a headset, just like the Xbox 360 controller has.
So they're going to be a removable battery?
It is not a removable battery, just like the PlayStation.
Said that?
They did. Not in this event. They did afterwards.
Okay.
So the thing I fucking hate about this is, well, I'm still kind of fucking bitter that I bought two 6-axis controllers that didn't have rumble when the PlayStation came out, and then they said, "Oh, rumble's a thing of the past. People don't want that anymore." And then they ended up adding rumble. And I had to buy more fucking controllers, and the 6-axis controllers are fucking like they feel like shit. Like they have no weight to them. They feel like they're featherweight. There's nothing there. They feel like you can break them.
Empty.
They are empty.
Plastic,
right? And yeah, so trackpad, like, that's an old technology. I'm surprised that's not a screen, to be honest.
I am too.
A screen would be interesting,
Yeah.
like a Wii U. It would also be a gimmick, a total gimmick, but it could be interesting. A trackpad we've had on our laptops forever, and no one likes a trackpad over a mouse. So
some people, weirdos.
No.
Yeah, some people like it. You can buy trackpads for your desktop.
That's insane. That is fucking insane, and you're stupid if you buy a trackpad for your mouse.
There's people.
For your PC. So, another interesting thing is these
triggers are
right
better.
Trigger and left
They said
trigger.
their triggers are tighter.
Yeah, they're tighter, they're more responsive. It doesn't seem like you can accidentally pull them by just setting them down, which is something that always bothered me about the right one. The DualShock 3. The R1 and L1 seem a lot bigger too, which is interesting. I mean, it's like a controller is so much the feel once you pick it up in your hand, the weight, the heft to it. And then what do you think about this LED?
I think it's going to be used for the move functionality.
Well,
I think that's why they have it.
It can do a bunch of different colors too.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to be well used, or just a gimmick to charge $60-$70 for a for another controller?
Well, I think it's just so you can use the waving around function.
Oh, you think the move is going to be built into the controller?
Yeah.
So you're not going to have this extra wand.
Right.
Oh. Okay.
So
that could be cool.
It's
also,
like 6-axis. It's the new it's a million axis or whatever.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Better patent that term. They're gonna have to buy it from you. Or copyright or trademark that term. So yeah, non-removable batteries.
There's the camera looking at it. See?
Ooh. That's not a very pretty shot for that controller. Looks like a
phallic.
Big black. Yeah, it's very phallic. Looks like a big black cock. Yeah, and that bar looks ugly too. The Kinect has a little bit of style to it, but it's not very pretty.
It's okay.
That looks ugly. That looks really ugly. Conveniently cropped out of the picture is the PlayStation 4 console back here. But let's go back. Yeah, so it charges through USB, which I think is
so annoying.
Fucking annoying. Like,
especially like you can't charge it when you turn the PlayStation off.
You can now.
Oh.
They said that you will be able to. Moving to the future.
Because it's fucking annoying. You're like, okay,
annoying.
I'm done playing. I'll charge it. Oh, you can't charge it when you're not playing.
So we're getting into some of the physics simulations right now of how
good it is.
How good it looks. Right?
Looks good.
And you can kind of tell that he was looking around, and he said that. And again, this is a territory that I don't completely understand. But like I said before, that's Unreal Engine 4, which is impressive and is obviously the number one thing that they decided, like, we have to be Unreal Engine number one. Like, we have to be super on top of Unreal. Like, Unreal Engine games have to run better on the PlayStation than they do on the Xbox.
So many games are Unreal.
Right. So, like, that's the thing with the PlayStation. Like, every first person first party platform exclusive PlayStation game looked incredible. The Uncharted games looked amazing, and ran at like 60 frames the entire time. They were fantastic games, but every multi-platform game was just shit. So now they
shittier.
Well, yeah, shittier.
That's cool.
Now that is like, I think that's cool. That seems really cool.
This is primarily running on the GPU.
It's pretty impressive.
It looks really impressive. Like all those artifacts, like bouncing off each other, like a million, like doing that many, like I can understand that, like doing that many physics calculations simultaneously.
When I was a little kid, like my dad first got like some physics modeling program. He's like, look, you can drop like blocks that are like made of cement or rubber and they'll act like that. And I'm like, okay.
Why don't I just do that outside?
Yeah, it's like this super expensive program he had at work. And now they can do 1 million of them at once.
Oh, so this is the first. So this is, I guarantee this is going to be a launch title. Or I bet everything that I have that it's going to be a launch title. What was this called?
Knack.
Physics demo. Knack. And, I mean, it's a physics demo. That's pretty obvious, right? It's a tech demo. And it's actually really cool. I mean, it's a cool idea for a tech demo. Like you're this character, you destroy objects, and you build those objects back into your character, and when you get hit, those objects fall off of you. I mean, in terms of turning a tech demo, like you remember Cameo? You would roll that thing around.
That's not Cameo.
That wasn't Cameo?
Where you roll... Well, I didn't play Cameo.
Cameo was the 360 launch title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was... I'm not talking about... What the fuck is that? Katamari?
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
No, no, there were scenes in Cameo where it was just like you're rolling a ball through a huge field of people to show off the physics and how it could deal with running over hundreds of people. Well,
yeah,
and that was about it. So, I mean, in terms of gameplay, who knows what this is going to be like?
Yeah. I think it was my least favorite game they showed.
Oh, easily. That's why it led.
Yeah.
That's why it's the first announced thing for this entire thing.
And it's the most kiddie-ish.
Which is good. I mean, for them to have something not M-rated that they can have on the shelf for when you're sleeping outside for 2 days.
Right.
So,
all right, let's skip you talking. Oh, okay, that's 5 drinks. Just finish your drink. Just finish everything you have in your bottle, in your tumbler right now. Simple, immediate, social, integrated, and personalized. Aren't you excited for the PlayStation 4, Dan?
So excited. I am pretty excited.
I
hate that shit.
There
When they
is
read
words.
their bullet points.
Games continue to evolve. Some become
All right.
very complex indeed.
One of my favorite things that they added. A chip that all it does is update shit in the background and download shit in the background.
Yep.
That is fantastic. Because Sony is notorious for incredibly long load times.
Yeah, they said something about...
and like having to install a game after you download it.
Oh, yeah.
And now
they
you
said-
can just play it before it's even done downloading.
Yeah, that sounded fascinating. And they said that you can update a game in the background while you're playing, which is really cool. Like, you can't even do that on console or on PC games now. Suspend resume.
Oh, that's a fantastic
This is
feature.
fucking awesome.
Go to sleep. Sleep. It's a sleep button.
Sleep now. Like, no one, like, I never turn off my PC. Even though my PC starts up incredibly quickly, I never turn it off.
Unless there's some problem.
Right, unless
you
I
need to reset.
Unless I need to reset, or I'm going out of town for a week, I'm not going to turn my computer off because I have like 10 things running at once, and I got like 5 projects open constantly. So
There we go. Secondary.
yeah, so like the way that I thought about this is It's like your phone. Your phone is always on. You click the power button, and it's in a low power standby mode. So I guarantee that it's not going to be very energy efficient, but it's plugged into a wall. Like, it'll probably eat up a lot more power than your console does now. Especially being
Probably not. I mean, there's
off.
been a lot of improvements in power consumption.
Yeah, but take another social drink. But like, yeah, it's so nice just having your phone, just hit the button, go, turn it on real quick. Like, the way that they're talking about it is it's going to turn on faster than your TV.
Yeah.
And just pick up no checkpoints, no shitty checkpoint systems like Dead Space 3 had. Fuck that. God damn, that pissed me off. It's nice to see the revamp of their PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
Is it enables seamless uploadings of
All right, so let's skip some of this shit.
You can watch
Trophy. They still got the fucking trophy levels. I don't like that level stuff particularly. It is interesting to see, 7 platinums. I don't know if I have a single platinum. I must have.
No, we don't play many games on the PlayStation.
No, because every multi-platform game I play on the Xbox. But I think I have a platinum for something. I can't remember.
Probably not Dark Souls.
I never played that on the PlayStation.
Okay.
Prediction.
Demon Souls.
Oh, definitely not Demon Souls. All right, now this guy talks about... Okay, so this is the... what was he?
The Gaikai guy.
The Gaikai guy. The Gaikai guy?
Gaikai guy.
So, what the kind of the bombshell they dropped in this is that the PlayStation 4 is not going to be backwards compatible. But, so let's start with the live stream.
They're going to make every old game streamable. And every demo is streamable.
And there's like live streaming built into the console, which is crazy. Like it's just natively built into the console. Like everything you do can be live streamed, which means there's going to be a ton of shit live streams. Not that there aren't already.
Right.
And we're near the bottom of the barrel. We're near the bottom of the bunch. I said bunch and barrel simultaneously. For the live streams. But there's going to be so many bad ones. I mean, but it's the same thing with YouTube. It's so easy to make videos now. There's so much trash out there that, like, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes. But I feel like if you're good enough, you already have live streaming set up. So it's an interesting feature. But the professionals, you're still going to want to have the advanced options that there's no way.
And you're still going to want to make money. If you're a top streamer.
Right, which, I mean, that doesn't mean that they can't do that.
I mean, they'll have to do that if they want to lure top gamers away from Twitch.
Oh, right, because this is Ustream. This isn't Twitch.
Yeah.
Who says that it can't be Twitch eventually, though? Do you think that they sign an exclusive thing?
Who knows?
But, like, anyway, back to the bombshell. Not backwards compatible, but everything's going to be streamed. And, the remote play, too. So this reminded me a lot of...
So it's
second screen. No, remember, like, you can play it's exactly like the Wii U. Right, I misunderstood you. So,
the fantastic new next gen console from Nintendo.
Oh yeah, it's more like, well, I was thinking the Steam box, like, because the Wii U. Oh, I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah, so the PS4 is going to do the work and stream it to your PS Vita if you want. The question is, how far will it go?
I would assume Wi-Fi.
I mean, the Wii doesn't go Wi-Fi. The Wii's like 20 feet.
That's true.
If it was Wi-Fi, here's how it would be an okay feature taken to an awesome level.
Over 3G or 4G?
Well, yeah, but even just in the house. So if I could sit at the couch in front of the PS4 and play the Vita.
And then take a poop.
Play a PS4 game.
You're playing Uncharted and like, I got to poop, but I don't want to quit playing this game. I'm going to take a poop with the Vita and then sit here for an hour and give myself hemorrhoids.
So
awesome.
If I could go upstairs to my bed and keep playing, that would be rad.
Yeah.
Be amazing.
That would be cool. So...
And then someone downstairs is going to bed and they turn off the PS4 and I'm up in my room.
No.
Fuck you.
But they hit the standby button, so it doesn't
do
turn it
anything.
off. As long as they don't make the
PS2 error?
the PS2 error by like, no one understood they had to hold down the power button in the front to turn it off or to put it in standby mode. That like everybody
flipped
the switch in the back, which that's why so many of the launch PS. Okay, I have a launch PS3 that still works fine, which is sort of rare. I have a launch PS2 that still works. That's extremely rare. You know why? It's because I turned off the PlayStation 2 the right way. I held that fucking power button on in the front. I never used that switch in the back.
I only use the switch in the back.
Because using the switch in the back, that killed the fan. So like, projectors, it's got that bulb that gets
still whirs after it's off.
It's the fan is still spinning after it's off. So
sometimes your car is still spinning after it's off.
Exactly. So the fan keeps going to cool it down even though you turned it off.
Yeah.
Which freaks some people out. You think that it's still
on.
It's still on, but it's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
It's not very obvious about that. So hopefully the PS4 doesn't sound like a vacuum for the launch.
Well, I hope it's Wi-Fi distance. 'Cause that would be great.
Yeah.
If I would buy a Vita if I could sit in my bedroom and play PS4 games and have the PS4 in the living room, on a different floor in my house.
What about the controls, though? You don't think that you're going to lose some control fidelity by using a Vita?
I mean, it depends on what game you're playing.
Well, yeah, of course. But let's say you're using a game that uses the full fidelity of the controller, of a PlayStation 4 controller. It uses both triggers because the Vita doesn't have two triggers on both left and right. It's got two triggers. It doesn't have four.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Okay. Don't know.
I don't like L1 and R1 anyway, so fuck those buttons.
Fuck those buttons. So yeah, the standard MLB, Voodoo, who even knows what that is? Who knows what Epix is? Except I think
I know what Epix is.
Jim Jeffries has a stand-up special on there, so I want to see that. The Laugh Factory? Beta? Really? The fucking stand-up... You know what Epix is? What's Epix?
Content provider.
Well, so are all these. So is Crunchyroll. Oh, the content provider. So is Facebook. So is Neon Ally. Video Unlimited. Music Unlimited. Voodoo. They're all content providers. Dude, everything's a content provider. That's the worst fucking answer I've ever heard. Everything, everywhere.
That's a word that you would find in this conference.
Everything, everywhere?
It's a content provider.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's watch this. Oh, no, wait. This trailer actually sucks. These are just... Oh. Nope. This is about the time we get fucked up. Because this is the trailer...
That's all BS.
That is all bullshit. It's
simple,
all...
personalized.
Yup. Drink.
Social.
Drink.
Integrated.
Drink.
So there's social. I'm out of beer.
Oh. Oh, goddamn. All right, how many Tim Schafer games or Double Fine games can you name?
Brutal Legend.
Okay.
Sesame Street Playhouse.
Okay. I would not have thought of that one, so I'm one behind. Because we're taking drinks for whoever the difference between the most.
That other Connect one.
Okay, that's not specific enough. And please phrase your questions.
Masterpiece Theater.
Please phrase your answers in the form of a question.
I don't know any others.
What's the fucking Kickstarter one? Do they have a name for that? Double Fine Action Theater?
That is not specific enough.
Damn it. Oh, The Cave. What is The Cave? That just came out. It didn't get very good reviews. What is Monkey Island? I would have got Brutal Legend. And I would have spelled it right with the umlauts over the U as well. What is... Shit. Take a drink. Personalization.
There's Blu-rays.
Oh, does this remind you of the United Airlines commercial?
Yeah.
I just hear that United Airlines music going.
Yes.
It does? Okay.
Yeah. hate that commercial.
Apparently that's a...
All right,
that
let's
piano
get back
piece
to
is
the
good.
PS4.
We are, dude. This is the PS4.
Let's see.
Ninja Theory? You don't like
game.
Ninja Theory?
Dude, let's see a game.
All right, let's get to the good stuff. Take a United Airlines drink and a Tim Ferriss lookalike drink. See, they said PS4 there too.
Mm-hmm. PlayStation.
Skip this asshole. Don't know who you are. Oh, Drive Club. What'd you call this? No, this is... I know what this is. The sequel to the game that birthed the name Drink Along. Dude, there's floating islands. That's really weird. So, is this game going to have good controls?
It better.
They haven't nailed it yet. What makes me think they're going to start now?
Because PS4 is fixing all their mistakes from PS3.
Yeah, but there are plenty of PS3 games that had good controls. Killzone 3 and 2 had shit controls. It's fucking laggy.
Yeah, that's their biggest criticism. Maybe they'll fix it.
Oh, I see. This does look great, though.
That's what the point of Killzone is,
I
right?
like the oil stains on the helipad.
The only reason people bought Killzone was because of that Killzone 2 trailer that looked so amazing. Everyone's like, how the fuck is a game gonna look this good?
And it didn't look that good.
Yeah,
Well, it looked pretty
looked
good.
pretty close.
More than usual. They're drafting in units from all over.
So our... I think after Aliens Colonial Marines, I think tech demo video, aka what we're watching right now, versus reality, is going to start being a thing that every game is going to get.
Well, Killzone 2 had one of those.
This reminds me, do you remember this fucking level in Killzone 3 that you played twice? Very beginning of the game, it started off with this, and then it like went back in time, and then you ended up replaying through it again.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking level. I'm playing it again. So I'm undercover right now, right? Because that's how it was in Killzone 3. See? Like this forced gameplay shit to look around slowly.
You don't think this is a cutscene right here?
No. Nope, not when you're walking. Now it's a cutscene. Now he's in a forced path. He's got a little bob to his step. Not those first couple steps, though.
Uh-oh.
I guarantee this is the opening to the game. Damn. Oh. He's dead. How do you want to die? Oh, he's not dead. All right, let's get deep and personal here, Dan. How would you prefer to die?
Unknowingly.
Like that? Like 9/11 style?
Yeah.
Hit with an airplane?
Yeah. Shot in the back of the head. Without seeing it coming.
I'm never gonna die. By the time I'm 50, I'm gonna be the richest man on the planet, and I'm gonna buy an invincibility pill.
Steve Jobs, now the richest man in the world, took stage.
And therefore,
the oldest man in the world.
Hey, see? That guy was undercover, and he just... Oh, that guy was undercover, but I was not. He's got a fucking knife to the throat. Hey, gameplay. Forgot about this. Oh, you know why I forgot about this? Because the stream was choppy as shit when we were trying to watch this. We were watching IGN's shit-ass stream. Remember that?
It was horrible.
I can't believe what
We were
the fuck
watching someone else's stream.
Yeah, so I just went to IGN.com. Homepage. Clicked the thing that was on the homepage. I was like, alright, this is good enough.
So after we watched for half an hour...
They didn't have a direct feed. Yeah, we watched for half an hour.
And then we see the guy bring up the controls for the stream and switch it from like 480p to like best quality.
We were watching a screen cap of someone else's stream to their computer. And they hadn't changed the setting to best. They only had it on like 360p.
Insanely amateur.
That's so fucking amateur.
And right before that, they gave away, that PlayStation developer's Skype account.
Oh, David Jaffe.
Yeah.
The guy who created God of War and Twisted Metal. Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. I can't believe that. like sometimes I feel like we do shit really amateur. Like I'm drinking a box of wine in my sweatpants, and it's 10 o'clock on a Thursday. No, that's not amateur. That's fucking dedication, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe how fucking amateur of a production that was.
It was bad.
Like,
And the hosts were bad.
that's why. But IGN's number one.
Yep.
And I love IGN because they've done a ton for us. But that's why I think we can
That's
be bigger
unexcusable.
than. That's why I know that
We would want
we
someone
can
to
be
tell
bigger
us.
than IGN
Yeah.
someday. Right.
We're not making fun of them unfairly.
No, I'm pointing out their flaws. I want you to point out my flaws. Like, John, your dick's too big.
John, you're just too good looking to be around.
John, your dreamy eyes are too distracting. I can't focus on what I'm
John,
trying to do.
you bring over girls way too often. We never get work done.
John, you're an alcoholic and you spend 75% of your disposable income on booze. That's not an exaggeration. Everything else, a little bit.
Yes, 75%.
Of my disposable income?
Yeah. What's disposable, not rent?
Disposable is free money. Free, like, yes,
So
not
once you have your
rent.
rent paid and your groceries bought.
Yep.
Oh yeah, probably 100% of my disposable income.
Yeah. Okay, so just for a simple math
Name a
equation-
game that doesn't have this scene in it.
This is so fucking stupid, right? Like every game has this, like that. Okay, so they have this. What do we call this? Escapism effect that they talk about a lot in this, where it's like, oh, you like people.
You're in a different world.
Yeah, you just saved the world. What are you gonna do next? No, I didn't save the world. I beat your game. There's
It
a
was
difference.
fun. I had a good time.
Yeah. I am not holding on to this helicopter right now. I don't get that sense of escapism. I get a sense, like, I want a story. I don't want... I'm not climbing up this ladder. I'm not dumb.
I wouldn't do that.
Right. If I was doing this, I'd do this a lot differently.
I'd be hiding in the basement of one of these buildings.
Yeah. Drinking.
Yeah, waiting for it all to end.
It's a gorgeous looking city, though.
Oh, this is going to be a fantastic generation of
Oh,
games.
square button confirmed. Oh, I think we saw that on the controller already, didn't
Yeah.
we? Damnation. Womp womp. I thought it was kind of interesting how they zoomed out to a third-person perspective for the cutscene.
Yeah, what are those things?
Killzonians? Is that the name of the race?
Killzone 4. Call it the PS4. Why can't you call it Killzone 4?
I wish I was in that audience for this event, don't you?
Yeah.
Share video. Oh, see, they're showing off their stupid share functionality.
Title, comment.
Your video is uploading. Do you think they just is that how they shared it to YouTube right there? No, that was bullshit. There's no way that's actually functional, right? So we got Drive Club next. I thought it was really interesting that Gran Turismo has been usurped
Yeah.
because they're so inept and incompetent that it took them how many years after the PlayStation came out to release a game?
A lot.
And what do we figure out? 5 Forza games have come out on the Xbox 360. Forza 1 through 4.
4.
Good evening, everyone.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then
1,
the
2,
new
3,
one.
4, and Horizon.
And we're
No.
making the
Yeah.
No.
5 isn't out yet.
3 is the newest one.
3 is the newest?
Yeah.
The newest numbered one?
What's
well,
the new
regardless,
one
it's either
called?
4 or 5. Horizon.
Horizon is 4.
I've waited
Okay.
so long
So,
to tell you about it. It's existed
yeah, let's
Yeah, and
get
there's
this.
one GT. 5.
One Gran Turismo game.
Unless you include that beta that you could buy.
No, that was the only thing that came out for a long time. So let's look at this. Like, this guy's creaming himself over
Having clubs.
having clubs and like race with a team. No, racing's not a team sport at all. Dale Earnhardt isn't sharing the cup with Jeff Gordon. And I don't know why I know the name of 2 NASCAR people.
If you would have asked me 2 NASCAR people, I don't know
Yeah.
if I could have come up with it.
I don't know this shit. I don't know. I don't follow racing, but it's not a team sport. It is not a team sport.
Well,
And they're making such a big deal. No, it's not.
Yeah, sometimes there'll be like 3 dudes from the same team and they'll draft in each other and stuff. Kind of like ice skating, you know? Like you let your teammate draft you and then you'll push the other guy forward.
Okay. But
And you'll
even
block
then,
other
like, I don't
people.
think of racing as a team sport.
Yeah. I think the idea of like
Here's-
like 100 people, 1,000 people tournaments is cool.
That is cool. It's a cool concept. If there's good matchmaking, it's a really cool concept.
What if you could
Here's
bet on
my
it,
okay
John?
on a fundamental level. What?
What if you could bet on it?
Oh no, I'm in. I'm sold. No, on a fundamental level, here's how I view all racing. Mario Kart. Mario Kart 64. 8 people, no rules, banana peels
Lots of
everywhere,
shells.
lots of purple turtle shells, and rubber banding effects. That's how I see racing for every fucking game. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, I hope that they get a racing game out quickly. I like racing games. I say I like racing games, and I continue to buy
Oh, this
racing
guy's
games.
insane.
Yeah, this guy's intense. Do you want to watch this?
I didn't like it, but
No, let's just go to the trailer. This guy's fucking weird.
yeah.
Infamous. Oh, that's a great. If that's not his Twitter photo right now, it needs to be. How do I play it? Sucker Punch.
There are 1 camera for every 14 citizens in the UK, and we have just installed 2 cameras in your living room.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like, he goes on this 10-minute tirade about invasion of privacy, and then they go into all this. There's a share button on your PlayStation, so you can live stream yourself in your living room.
Yeah.
Okay, how quickly, if this hasn't happened already, how soon until someone live streaming falls asleep on camera and then gets robbed? Like, if you fall asleep on your couch with the PlayStation Eye looking at you, and you're live streaming on Twitch
Yeah.
or Ustream or whatever it is, and then
Someone knows where you are.
someone knows where you are because they've been tracking you, because you live stream every night even though you only get 5 viewers, and for some reason you give out your home address.
You're coming up with an insane story right now.
Okay,
Yeah, okay. So let's say that happens.
yeah, it happens now. People on Twitter will post that they're doing something,
Oh, and their house.
and then
will
they get robbed. Yeah, because they know that no one's home.
I never heard that.
You've never heard that.
No.
Wow. Take your head out of the sand, man. Welcome to the 21st
government,
century.
man.
The government, man, they're watching you.
You're not in control, man.
You're not in control. I think the main character looks fucking stupid. No, but this,
Here's where you started cheesing your pants.
I'm,
Anyway, due to the success of Braid, we've managed to found
It's your video game hero.
he is my favorite developer. How many lead developers names do you know? A dozen?
Yeah.
It's a game where you explore.
Yeah, he's one of the few, and he's made one game, and he's fucking awesome.
His game was good.
So this is Jonathan Blow. He created Braid basically by himself, and now this blew my mind. I cannot, like, he is the most independent, like, so the impression that I was doing like 30 seconds ago, yo man, watch out for Big Brother, man, they're out to get you. That's 100% him. He's all about fuck the corporation. The games are an experience. Games are art. He's all about that. And if you gave me odds to bet on what the chances are that his game would be exclusive, actually, I don't know. Because Braid was a platform exclusive for a little bit for the Xbox.
Yeah.
But I never would have in a million years thought that he'd be at the PlayStation 4 announcement. Like, this is appealing to me and probably 5 other people in the world right now.
Oh, it's got to be more than that.
Yeah, but how many people played Braid? And how many people know Jonathan Blow? And how many people have a boner for Jonathan Blow?
Everyone who saw Indie Game the movie knows who he is.
Yeah, he came off as a pretentious dick in that movie. Like Edmund McMillan, the guy who created Super Meat Boy, he came off as a fucking punk rock star of indie gaming. I want to, like, Team Meat should have their next game exclusive to the PlayStation, not Jonathan Blow. He's a pretentious fucking asshole. But he makes, well, he made one good game that I know of. And I'm really looking forward to his next thing. But, like, there's so much, to me, there's a lot of clout around his name.
Blow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's just me. All right, let's get to the game.
Let's get Phil Fish on stage to do his new game.
Phil Fish. Okay, I'm on board. Because it took him like 8 years to get his last one done. This is a terrible trailer.
The music sucks, right?
The music's weird. And
looks like Myst.
It does look a lot like Myst, but I thought that it was interesting. One of the comments that I saw when I posted this trailer was like, why is this at the PlayStation 4 announcement? Because everything we've seen so far, well, okay, all the social stuff, all the streaming, or all the sharing stuff, so much of it has just been software based, not hardware developments, right? This game does not need the PlayStation 4 to exist.
Nope.
This doesn't need the PlayStation 3 to exist.
Nope. Doesn't need the PlayStation 2 to exist.
This could probably run on the Wii. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but you see my point. Like, this is not a graphically intense game. Why is this at the PlayStation 4 announcement event? Like, I guarantee this turned off more people than probably any other game. That of people who don't know what the fuck Jonathan Blow is. Like, this is a really bizarre thing to show here. I'm super excited, and it's not like I was on the fence or had an option to buy this game.
So you don't think there's a million people who know what this is?
This is for indie cred. So they're writing off, or they're writing on this Journey Unfinished Swan crest. And they see, oh shit, this indie stuff, we just got an Oscar nomination from a musical score for Journey. That's major mainstream press.
Emotion.
Oh, take a drink. Take an emotion drink. Where's your beer?
It's gone.
God damn it, Dan.
Well, we're going for a while.
Yeah, you want to take a piss break? We are probably 45 minutes into it. 52 minutes.
Yeah, I'll get another beer.
Right, let's take a piss break.
Okay.
And we're back. Even though there was no break for anybody watching this. Disbelief, suspend magic. Oh my god, there's 3 drinks right
It was disbelief.
It was this.
Suspend your disbelief. Complex magic is challenging to do in a multifaceted environment like this one, as long as you're using certain environments to simplify and socialize and bring together and harmonize and synergize.
Oh. That's the PlayStation 4 wrap. Y'all.
Take a drink.
Take a fucking drink.
Take a drink.
That's all I got. I'm the whitest guy on the planet, possibly.
Nine. All right, next section.
9?
I don't even know what this guy's talking about.
I don't either. Let's get to the good stuff. Oh, yeah. So I thought this was interesting.
I didn't see this.
Yeah, we were having some streaming problems in the middle of it. This is the evolution of polygon counts in characters. That's impressive. Like, I thought this was a really interesting craft. Like, you can really see.
Who's Kara?
Which one's Kara?
The white
Kara.
one?
I don't know. Yeah, she's a robot. Kara. I don't know. But I think 15,000 is Resident Evil.
100. Oh,
Oh, Heavy Rain. No, that's the chick that gets naked in the shower.
Yeah.
I remember her 15,000
2010.
polygons.
That was the year of boobies. There was like
The year of
4
the boob?
games with titties.
God of War, Heavy Rain. Take a boob drink.
Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno. Oh yeah, the nipple boss. Nipple boss.
And there was that cutscene where that chick's running topless. It's like, if you don't remember the right things, dude.
Damn it, John.
I've got a steel trap for boob memory.
This is what you can get.
How many polygons per boob?
This is just show a big titty bouncing. I want to see titty physics. PlayStation
This guy
4
looks
titty physics.
creepy as hell, right?
His hair is super
disgusting.
Translucency, realistic eyes, shaders, volumetric lights, 3D depth of field, and many
He looks real to me.
He looks very real.
He looks beyond. He's out of the uncanny valley.
He is, but he hasn't said anything yet.
And we know we can go even further.
That's the thing
But more important
that,
is technical features.
well, and as soon as there's more light on the front of his face, he doesn't seem as real. He seems more rubbery almost. But the thing that more than, like, those facial animations are incredible. Right? Like the subtlety that you can be able to get with something like that, it looks amazing.
Without him saying,
Not that it matters because every game's an action game and everything's explosions constantly. But
technology limitations and simply
I don't know. The thing that bothers me the most is lip syncing is still not very good. Like there's something about the way that lips move and they just don't get it right. I don't know. It's hard to do, I guess. So do you want to see this weird...
No. Do you?
It's right here.
Thing?
Yeah, the weird dancing thing. You don't want to just make fun of it? Whatever the fuck is going on. So here's why I don't think that you're right about the Move controller being built into the PlayStation 4 DualShock 4.
Doesn't mean that there's getting rid of the Move. It could be in addition to.
But why?
Why make the Move in the first place?
Because
Why do anything?
Why get out of bed in the morning? No, because if it's built into the DualShock 4,
like, what the fuck is this?
this is so dumb. This is some serious Lolita shit, right? Like the old Russian dude fucking the 13-year-old girl.
Okay, my mind is in a completely different place. I'm just thinking of,
you don't
like,
think they're
are
fucking?
these guys following
fucking.
cues?
Oh, they're fucking. Oh,
Those two dudes?
no, the two animated characters. Like, this is so dumb.
Uh-huh. Are they following on-screen cues, or are they just having fun with their controller?
Well, it seems like they have some control about, like, the motion of, like, and the... Like, they're kind of, like, doing these really quick up and down shakes, and it seems to be controlling their head movement. Like, they're... But who knows?
It looks so
It looks
dumb.
fucking dumb.
Oh, yeah, I'm jamming
Like, they're showing
out,
off-
jamming out.
Like, the idea is they're showing the precision of the Move controller. But is the Move controller built into the... Like, okay, do you see the dude on the left here?
Yeah.
All right, like, look at that again. All right, look at how quickly he's shaking, and look at the fat dude dancing with his movements. Like, how precise it is. Do you see that?
Right, yeah.
That's insanely fast.
So my question... Okay, so
That could be really cool. Not
Here's
for a
my
music, not for a
question.
music game. Okay, imagine
here's
Dark
my question
Souls
about what the fuck's
with a
going
sword.
on here.
Ching, ching, ching,
That
ching,
guy
ching.
is moving exactly in the same motion as the controller.
Mm-hmm.
Is the guy with the controller getting instructions on how to move the controller?
Oh, like, is he seeing a Rock Band template with
Yeah,
the notes flying
that's
at
what I'm
him?
wondering. Or is he just fucking freestyling?
Oh, roll call for part 2.
Hi, John.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing a roll call?
And the indie community is pushing
For every meeting, I write down your name and whether or not you're present.
But
John.
you can see I'm here.
I'll take that as a present. Okay, Murray, present as well. On to the first order of business.
Oh my god, you looked like I was fucking psycho for about a second there. So I thought this was an impressive screen. And there's actually been quite a few blog posts about this post, or this
What is
frame
this?
right here. This is all of the third-party developers that are making PlayStation 4 games right meow.
Oh, our favorite, Platinum.
Was my finger, my mouse on platinum?
No.
Which one's platinum?
P star.
What side of the screen?
Bottom middle. By 505 Games. Lucid Pimps.
Anyway, what does platinum
You're
make?
so close, right below that.
P star.
Bayonetta and Mad World.
Oh, my favorite. So, what's the number one game from some of these top ones? Activision, Call of Duty, obviously, and Halo Infinity or Destiny. God damn it, Halo Infinity. Where the fuck do I come up with these things? Destiny, Tri-Ace. I don't know. Capcom, Mega Man, maybe
Resident Evil.
From Dark Souls.
Is that who does that?
That's who does that. They made Dark Souls. Sony Online Entertainment. What? That's cheating. That doesn't fucking count. That's Sony.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Splash Damage, Genkai, Falcom, Sega, D3. I recognize that name. WB, Batman, Rockstar.
Red Dead Redemption
2. No, it's Red Dead. Red Dead Revolver was the first one, then Redemption, and then what's next? Red Dead Revolver, Redemption, Retribution, Red Dead Reach Around.
Yep.
Red Dead. Okay.
Witcher 3, CD Projekt.
Oh, Witcher 3. Good call. Squeenix, Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider would actually be
Final
a great
Fantasy.
Tomb Raider. There's been one Final Fantasy game this last generation. Who gives a fuck about Final Fantasy anymore?
Star Wars 1313?
Ooh, LucasArts. Except they're bought by Disney now, which is somewhere.
Bethesda.
Is this
Elder Scrolls Online?
Is this alphabetical order somewhere?
Elder
Yes,
Scrolls
it is.
Online.
IJKLM.
2K.
Telltale Games.
Bohemia.
What's Telltale working on next?
DayZ.
Yeah. Arma 3 engine?
Yeah.
DayZ? How fucking great would that be on a console? Dude.
Arma 4.
Great. Arma. I think it's the Arma 3 engine. Arma 2 maybe.
They're going to have to make a new engine.
Yeah, no. That's what, like, originally DayZ, the standalone was supposed to be on the Arma 2 engine. I don't know why I said Arma 3. But now they push it up just so they can get a standalone DayZ product out, and then eventually they're going to go to the Arma 2. So, Crafts and Meester. Who the fuck are these Japanese characters? Like, I can't read that shit. Oh, Disney. It's down there. It is alphabetical
Looks like
order.
a Ford symbol.
So we got Disney and LucasArts. Like, I wonder what that even means anymore. Does LucasArts as a video game developer exist, or is it Disney Interactive now? Who knows? I think we'll find out at E3.
Yep.
I want to see Star Wars. Okay, you want to make fun of this guy? And his Panty Raid engine.
Yeah.
Where is it? And
Panty Raid. Panty Raid.
今まで MT フレームワークというエンジンを使って開発をし続けてきました。
Alrighty.
We've been hard at work developing a new engine suited to the PlayStation 4 and its power, the next evolutionary step.
Panty Raid.
Framework engine.
PlayStation 4。この
PlayStation
そして新しいグラフィックエンジン
Alright. Go to the gameplay of Panty Raid.
I thought I did.
There we go. Deep down.
Throat. So this reminds me a lot of Dragon's Dogma. Especially, like, they even have user interface elements here, which is really surprising for a demo like this.
Yeah.
And I just noticed that they switched between, like, 2 players. Do you think maybe it's co-op? Because they had the one dude shooting, like, explosive arrows. This looks fucking great. But what if it's just... That looked like gameplay, even. Like,
Yeah,
the way
it's
that
really hard to
moved
tell.
around. Yeah, it's so seamless. You know what it reminds me of? Dead Space. That insanely smooth transition between a cutscene and
You
gameplay.
playing.
Yeah. Dead Space does that better than any game out there.
Yeah, he'll just walk into the room and then his helmet comes off.
And the camera angle changes, and you can tell because the pacing's a little bit different, but it's just so smooth that if you're watching it, you really don't know. Now, this part made no sense. What the fuck is Blanca doing? I need help. Like, what does Blanca have to do with Panty Raid engines and Deep Throat? What's this called? Deep Down? Oh, and then I cut out a bunch of talking to go to the next trailer. See, I did some editing for this.
Nice.
That looked badass. You know, it reminds me of Red Rocks. You like that?
Yeah.
I love Red Rocks. I got to get some concert tickets there this summer. I don't know who's coming up.
Postal Service getting back together, coming to Red Rocks.
Does this guy seem like he's really overacting to you?
Yeah. Well, he's a leader.
Like, that's the thing.
Leaders just talk like
with all these developments in motion capture, it's
you
almost
gotta have good actors still.
You have to have better actors because it's easier to overact when when they can pick up every single motion.
Ellen Page on that new Beyond game.
Oh yeah, is that still coming out for the PlayStation 3? When's that supposed to come out, or is that a PlayStation 4 thing?
I don't know. I think it's 3.
Maybe we'll see that at E3 this year.
We saw it at
God,
E3
I'm
last
excited.
year.
I want to go to E3. I better be recording. Okay, I'm recording. Thank Jeebus. What game was this?
It didn't get a name.
Is this the weird Final Fantasy thing? Oh, I cut out all the weird Final Fantasy shit.
That's this, isn't it?
Yeah. Except that this almost seems like Resident Evil with weird viruses in the African settings and dogs, evil dogs.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's a Coca-Cola bottle.
Gods must be crazy.
Does Coke have a patent on that shape?
The sexy hourglass figure of a Coke bottle. I don't know. If they don't, they should. Except they don't. Oh, they do use it even with their plastic bottles now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
The T virus, the Z virus, the HI virus,
The flu, the bird flu.
the bird flu.
H1N1.
The fuck is H1N1? Why do I know that? Why do I know H1N1?
'Cause it's a famous virus people get.
Is it? I can't remember. I don't remember what this is. Is this Final Fantasy? Like, God, I loved Final Fantasy, and they've done nothing with that. They've done absolutely nothing with it. Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2 got shit reviews, and I never even bothered to play them. Like, they got such mediocre reviews that, like, I had no interest in playing them. But I love turn-based games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the wild success of XCOM showed that people still want turn-based games. Did she just summon a dragon?
Yeah, and she had time to
And
decorate
then
it.
she ran away. It came pre-decorated. It comes. So one of the
You
things
just have to hook your ponytail into its ponytail.
ponytail off.
See, they didn't say a name of a game.
Yeah, I need to cut that trailer down.
Thank you very
Watch
much.
Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Finally
All right,
back
let's
on
skip this guy
stage.
talking.
Watch Dogs.
So, Assassin's Creed 4?
Oh my god, is there a connection between the universes? There has to be, right? There's got to be. Okay, if it's not a direct connection, there will be Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
That
I mean,
makes
this game looks like Assassin's Creed.
Oh, it's 100% Assassin's Creed. It's the exact same framework.
People haven't changed.
Except modern.
Mm-hmm.
You're tailing people. It's got these weird, like Assassin's Creed has all this weird digital shit too.
Yeah.
Even though it's in the past and it has this weird, like,
Some of it's in the future, John.
kind of vector-based. Oh. Yes, you're right. Some of it's in the future. But I like how they have this. I talked about this during the Tomb Raider trailer talk that we did last week. I like how they have these extended gameplay sections.
Mm-hmm.
Especially,
It was long enough for us to see that it's like Assassin's Creed.
yeah.
From the thing at E3 that we saw, we had no clue what this was like.
Even though that was a gameplay section during Assassin's,
But it looked more like Heavy Rain
It was
to
like
me.
more in club. Yeah, you're right. It did. It looked very scripted. Like even the text, the design of the text, like the white box with black text and the kind of inverse of that, like
And the
and just the animations of the transitions of the text
squares that are like rotated 90 degrees.
Yeah. Yes, the diamonds over the character's head. Just all the user interface stuff reminds me so much of Assassin's Creed. Hold on, I want to see what was written on that wall. Let's say compassion, wisdom, action, CWA. I can't read anything into that. Okay, moving on.
ATM, that must mean something.
Ass-to-mouth machine.
Oh.
There's something written on that guy's t-shirt. What do you think that says? So he just stole $780. Like, even that, he just pickpocketed the ATM.
Yeah. That security camera sees him.
Sandy Higgins.
Potential victim. Like, I still don't get what's going on.
Look at her. No, her victim meter is going up slowly. It started at 30 and now it's going up rapidly to, well, 50.
She's walking into
crime
like
probability because she's walking into this pickpocket situation.
Oh, I see. So you're like Minority Report guy.
Oh, future crime?
Yeah. There's that whole show about that. With
future crime?
Benjamin from Lost and Jesus.
Oh,
person of interest.
Person of interest. Yeah, you're right. Catch a criminal. So, are you a cop right now?
Who knows? You're probably like in some division that's not talked about.
Oh, of course. That animation right there, sliding over.
Yeah.
I've
seen Connor do that, I think.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah, exactly. That too. And then hopping over the fence and like popping off the wall like that.
Oh, you can see the memory sequence really cool. In the upper left.
Okay, take a look at this. I thought this was interesting. Oh, you can see the memory sequence in the upper left. You're right. So I thought this was interesting. So you're climbing over the wall. Oh no, shit. So you have the option, but it's got this tiny little square right there to let you know that you also have that option. Like you can shoot him, but there's multiple options, and they don't present it to you as a Paragon versus Renegade option. It's you have to kind of see it. You can shoot him in the throat, or maybe you can aim down and shoot him in the leg, but maybe you'll miss, or maybe this is like the square is like a guaranteed thing. Oh, what's this 71.5%? I didn't notice that before. Did you? All right, let's take a look and see where that goes. So, what does that mean?
What percent of the cutscene is done?
Yeah, what does this 20% mean? So the circle's getting larger.
Oh, maybe it's like
maybe it's percent that you get caught. Maybe this is like the percent that the cops.
The amount of time you've got to catch him.
Yeah, maybe this is the radius that the cops know where you are.
It's still going up after you.
It is still going up. Yeah, 100%. Oh, there's another cop. There's another square button up there. Criminal neutralized. Oh, but the cops are chasing you now. Oh.
Awesome.
Oh, damn.
I didn't notice that in the live stream because it was so laggy.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's fucking sweet. You don't see the... Oh, damn. That's kind of cool. That's a little over the top. Compared to, like, actually hacking those... What do they call those? There aren't very many of those in the States, but I saw those in Europe, like, maybe 10 years ago.
Oh, those poles that
pylons?
Stop.
Those, like, concrete solid things that can just block off streets?
And they go in the ground?
Yeah, I saw those...
They put those on the red light district in Amsterdam.
Yeah, and they put them in cul-de-sacs to prevent, like, people from driving down streets, like, during certain times of the day. Like, I remember I was with my family. We were in, I think, Spain or Italy. I don't remember. And we were trying to find the hotel we were staying at. And we had to, like, buzz in like it was an apartment.
Oh, and it'd lower those things.
And the place we were trying to stay had to lower them for us. Yeah. But, like, you never see
those. So I guess this is in UK.
You never see this. You never see them in the States. Well, it was the
Future City.
It was the infamous. Oh, well, maybe we can tell by the style of the buildings.
That was talking about UK.
Well, that looks like the Sears Tower in Chicago. This black building right here.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Well, here, do you not have your phone with you still?
Yep.
It's not called the Sears Tower anymore. The Willis Tower.
And
Yeah, see?
that looks exactly like that.
It's Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that's the L train that we just jumped on. The elevated train. Get it? The L. See?
Uh-oh.
The Chicagoans think they're so fucking crafty with their special hot dogs and
A year-old
pizzas.
game is coming out for consoles.
So I was really surprised by this. I don't think anybody really predicted this.
That Blizzard would be there?
That Blizzard and Diablo 3 was coming. Well, I guess there have been a lot of Blizzard console predictions for a while, but most people kind of thought it was coming for whatever Blizzard's next unannounced project is. And you've got to speculate. Diablo 3 has had a lot of negative reception. And you've got to wonder, like, did they dumb the game down for the PC so that it would be more adaptable to the console?
I mean, you loved the shit out of it for the first bit.
I was bored as shit with Diablo 3. Like, I played the fuck out of it because I was like, I love this name. I got the name Diablo.
You played the demo like 12 times.
Right, because I was anticipating that I was going to love the hell out of it, but I didn't. And I realized what it was is that games like League of Legends, where you control one character, they have to have more skill shots. They have to have more adaptive
Not
things.
Just attack this.
Not just melee. Like, that's boring as shit for me. You have to have those skill things. And I don't think that Diablo had enough of that. Or Diablo 3 had enough of that. And I don't necessarily remember if Diablo 2 had a ton of those. But that's what I love about League of Legends. There's so many characters to learn. There's so many things to adapt to. And I love the characters that have the skill shots. Because every shot, when you're playing a first-person shooter, every time you kill somebody with a headshot, even if you're not getting the nice plus 50 that Call of Duty gives you every single time you get a headshot, you still feel a sense of satisfaction for getting a good headshot and seeing that cranium explode into a red dust of powder. Right? And when you get that, and like, it just felt boring in Diablo. Like, the loot wasn't enough. Like, I have to have that skill set. Like, there has to be a challenge to it that's more than just repetitive clicking for me.
Yeah.
And it didn't, Diablo didn't offer that for me. So here is the Bungie announcement.
So should we just say watch our...
Oh no, because this is different, actually.
Okay.
Significantly different.
So we're going to watch this whole thing?
Oh, not a lot left. Damn, dude, you're fucking antsy to go to your bed and jerk off.
We talked about this video for 20 minutes earlier tonight.
No, but this is a different video.
Well, hold on, pause. Said. Let's look at this guy's t-shirt. It's obviously a Destiny t-shirt.
What does FWC stand for?
Maybe that's an E that got knocked over.
Gold. So is it, instead of red versus blue, is it yellow versus red now?
That W might be an E that tipped over.
And E's tipped over implies inebriation. So take a drink for inebriation implication. I see 4 distinct races going on in the background behind him. Very distinct races. Do you think so? We were talking about class-based stuff before during the Halo. I keep fucking calling it Halo.
Destiny.
The Destiny trailer talk that we did.
Yeah.
We were talking about class-based stuff and maybe some faction battling stuff. Do you think there's 4 factions?
No, more.
More than 4?
Yep.
Why more than 4? I see 4 on the screen behind FWC right now.
Because I think there's going to be more than 4. I think it's going to be a big game with a bunch of different races.
Well, what if there's 4 races that have a bunch of different classes?
I don't see the Hoth guys there.
The white.
That's a Hoth guy?
No, I don't know.
All right, well, let's
throwing
keep
out ideas.
looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
And our answer is Destiny.
It's a new shot.
Great FPS.
New shot. Like, I like how they have completely new gameplay. Nothing was reused
Fantastic new universe
from
for players to explore.
the trailer that came out 3 days before this event to the new one. Okay, this corridor, we probably should have put this on the last one. Like, this corridor right here feels like Halo. Boom, right here. That feels so much like Halo.
We've built a
Like then
online world
in the flood. And these guys, okay, we saw this before actually.
and we focused from the beginning.
Yeah, I thought this was better.
This
the
that they
one we,
showed right here than
yeah.
the trailer that they launched.
Yeah.
with your friends was going to blow your mind. Destiny is going to be amazing on PlayStation 4.
And he said cooperatively with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Co-op implies versus AI. I think.
Yeah. You're right.
I think there's going to be a distinction between multiplayer, competitive, and the world that they're creating.
Do you think there will be a PvP section?
I think there'll be PvP arenas. Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize Destiny was so close to the end of this.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, we're almost done. Don't worry, Dan. You'll
That
get to cuddle with Carl in your bed soon enough.
So you'll hear from him again in 2000.
Jason Jones. That was Jason Jones. That's not Jason Jones that I know. Jason Jones is a squirrely little 33-year-old that lives with his grandma.
Yeah.
Plural. Lives with his grandmas, which is
He's
the
a good
weirdest-
guy.
He's a great guy.
It's now my pleasure to introduce some of the key leaders at Bungie. Andreas Jenkins, John T. Barnes, Marty O'Donnell, and Bungie's president, Harold Ryan.
I think Sony's starting off this generation a lot stronger than it did with the PS3.
I do too. They went into the PlayStation.
Nation. When Bungie became independent, we were
They went into the PlayStation 3 with
our partnership
Big head.
console hubris.
Yeah.
will allow us to do
A
just
huge head. They thought that it was theirs
ambitious and innovative game.
to dominate the world.
Mm-hmm.
And
PlayStation 2 dominated.
Destiny is an
yeah, and then they dropped the ball.
like the PlayStation
Yeah, not in a huge way,
let you access
but
content
they fell.
from multiple devices.
And I think it hurt them. And I think the PlayStation is still the biggest brand within Sony. Actually, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about at this point.
I would say
But
so.
Both the PS,
Their
Sony-
TVs aren't
Nope, there's
world
TV.
renowned anymore.
Nope, their phones, Sony Ericsson.
player content.
Tablets.
What else do they have? Tablets,
Computers.
We
PCs,
look forward to sharing more details. with
nothing.
you in the coming
Mini
months.
disc players.
But they just retired that actually. There's some rich motherfuckers up there on stage.
Blu-ray
They just
players,
trotted out.
cameras, video cameras.
Yeah.
2013, this year.
So
We're going to have our hands on one this year.
assuming, hopefully, when did we get our hands on a Wii U?
We're going to pre-order one this time.
Mm,
We're not going to be stupid idiots and not pre-order it.
mm-hmm.
Just because Amazon didn't let us pre-order the Wii. That's why we didn't do it.
But we couldn't pre-order the PS3, could we? We said we had to sleep outside. We slept outside for 2 nights.
I think you could have pre-ordered it. I think we were just too late by the time we decided we wanted it.
Really? We just got unlucky?
Yeah.
Damn.
But we're pre-ordering PS4.
Well,
And we're going to get an Ouya, and we're getting an Xbox 720.
and for Christmas, I also
And
want...
we'll get a 4K TV to play it on.
4K TV and some 3D glasses and
So PS4
a new
plays
dog
4K
and a
video.
pony. Oh yeah, talk about that.
So it plays 4K video.
Mhm.
But that's only video that has been made in 4K. It does not play any games in 4K.
Right, because 4K, that's a huge resolution jump,
Mhm.
enormous.
4 times 1080p.
Right.
4K 1080p. Because K means
Mm,
times.
I thought it was kilo. 4,000. Like metric system.
No, K stands for Quato.
Are pixels measured in the metric system?
Oh, in the pixel system.
In the pixel system. That's what P stands for, the pixel system? 1080 pixels?
Mm-hmm.
What is I? Is that the standard American units?
Oh, those are ixels.
Ixels?
They're half as small as pixels.
That's the knockoff unit? Fuck. So the first TV we bought was a 1080i knockoff. Fucking.
Yeah, we were only seeing ixels.
Oh.
But now with our new TV, we can see pixels.
Oh, I can tell the difference. I can tell a huge difference. So, premature evaluation.
Pricing.
Oh, pricing. Let's do
PS3 was expensive as hell. $699.
Mm-hmm.
$699. That's insane, right?
No, $599. $599.
Was there a higher one if we wanted it? Or was there only one hard drive size that first round?
I don't remember.
$599 still a lot.
$599. No, there was two options. There was the 20 and the 60 gig.
And we got the 60.
And we got the 60.
So it's probably $499, $599.
Yeah.
So they going to do that again?
Every console that's launched since the Xbox 360 came out has had multiple versions. I don't know why they would change it, except the Wii. The Wii didn't have multiple versions.
Do you think those will be the
did.
price points?
I think $599 is way too high. That's way too high.
Yeah.
I think 500.
I don't think it's.
I think 500 for the top.
4 and 500,
dude. I think Sony, even if they are more modest in how they are approaching this, there's no way. Like, they still have some hubris. Like, Sony is a hardware company. They charge top dollar for their hardware.
Yeah, I think I think you'll see $599.
Really? $599? I was gonna say like $499.
iPads start at $399. iPads.
Yeah, but Sony doesn't think they're competing with that, which is dumb, but they are.
I mean, I spent $599 on my iPad Mini.
Yeah, I know. But like, you see my point.
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
I think it'll be $599.
Okay, $599 for the
top end.
The same price. They're gonna make the same mistake that they did by making it too expensive to start. Because
they sold out every one. They just need to cut the price sooner.
Okay.
Skimming.
Hold on.
Skimming. Price skimming.
Okay. They sold every one because 2/3 of the people in line thought that they were reselling it on eBay that night for 3 times the price.
And then they did.
No.
We did.
We sold one of the 4 that we bought for $400. We sold one of them for $1,000, right? Oh, no. Okay, 3.
And we sold 2. We bought 3.
You, me, and Evan bought 3 of them. Right?
For $1,800.
For $1,800.
And we sold 2 for $1,800.
Well, we sold one to like some girl that you hooked up with brother for face value, right? So that one,
I don't even remember that.
No, I remember that. It was Stephanie's brother. Yeah, I remember that because we were like, why the fuck are we doing this? We sold one of them for $800 or $900. And then we kept one of them. And then one of them, no, maybe it was double. I don't fucking remember. I wish I remembered how much we sold one of them for.
The only part I remember is I double sold it. I sold one on Craigslist that I'd already listed on eBay, and eBay wouldn't let me delist it. It's like the guy who had the top bid. I messaged him. I'm like, dude, I don't have this anymore. Bid on a different one. You're not getting it. And he like threw a fit and like gave me a F or negative. And it was like, horrible eBayler, scam me. And then he ended up buying one for cheaper than what he had bid on mine. And he was happy to get out of it. And he changed his whole tune and then became nice to me.
Oh.
I was like, you fucking dick.
Well, anyway, so I think $599 is too high. I think $499 for the top model. I don't think they're going to make that same mistake because they overcharged it. And I think the Xbox 720, whatever it's going to be, what's the Xbox name going to be? I think that's the big goose egg right now.
Yeah.
The goose egg, the big question mark.
720 is not as I mean, yeah, it's 360 times 2, but
The Xbox 4? Are they just going to say fuck it and go to Xbox 4?
will it be the Xbox 3?
Why not just 4? They can't go from 360 to 3. And then but the reason they're not going to do the Xbox 3 is the same reason they didn't do the Xbox 2, because they'd be one behind the PlayStation.
Call it the Xbox Connect?
Oh no, don't say that, because that's actually a good idea. Fuck, the Kinect's so stupid. God, I hate the Kinect. That's going to be such a big part of Microsoft's next thing.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Okay, how long until Microsoft has something official, until they have their press conference like this? Is it E3 or is it earlier?
So the only reason I say not E3 is because they did a special event to announce their Surface, because they want to be more like Apple. And everyone was like blown away that they did that.
Okay.
Like some of their partners didn't know that they were doing that.
Okay.
They're like, why the fuck are you announcing this and like not telling us and blah blah blah.
So you think they're gonna
take
a page out of Apple's book?
They're gonna have a special
just
event.
Like Sony did today, or
I
today, a
think so.
couple days ago. Okay. Interesting. So
they
when
they don't want to have.
So it's not going to be at E3. It's going to be in March.
So here's the difference between
they're
having your own thing and E3. E3, it's a competition. You're going to get compared to the other two within hours of. Those things are within hours of each other.
Well, the same thing's going to happen when the next Xbox, the next box. Oh no, the next box. Oh shit!
No, not a chance.
What? Fuck you. Why not?
Because Xbox is a valuable brand name.
You don't think next box encompasses Xbox?
No. No.
The Xbox. How about the Xbox?
Something.
How about the Xbox Next?
It's sure. Yeah, that's possible. It's going to be Xbox something.
Okay. The Connect box?
Hopefully not.
That's going to be it. Why not just Xbox 4?
Because it's not the fourth one.
So
that doesn't make any sense. Why not the Xbox 6?
People have been asking, what is the next Xbox going to be called, since the moment they announced the Xbox 360 as the official name.
Because it's a stupid name?
No, I think the Xbox 360 is a great name.
Oh.
I think it's a perfect name. It did exactly what they wanted. Which is create a all-encompassing 360-degree platform that can do video and music, even though it does music shittily, and games and all media platforms, you know?
Yeah.
But what they didn't want to
How about the Xbox 360 too?
The 720? What's 360 squared? 360 times 360.
That's a huge number.
No, but this is. Do you think there's no way they're still deciding? They've got something clever, except no one's thought of it yet. Like everybody kind of knew what the iPad was going to be called, but they were like, "There's no way it's going to be called the iPad." And there's like 5,000 MaxiPad jokes as soon as the iPad came out.
Well, and it's like if you said iPod with an accent, the iPad,
the iPad.
Well, we'll see.
It's no fun. We'll see. Make a guess.
We've already guessed like 10 things.
The Xbox Orbis.
The Xbox Durango.
So, are they going to be comparable in price, or is there going to be $100 difference?
Xbox is going to be cheaper by $100.
And you think the PlayStation is going to be $599?
Yep.
I don't. I think Sony is smarter now. Somewhat smarter now.
I'm not giving Sony any credit.
Until they fess up or show up. Yeah, fess up or shut up, something like that. Well, I'm excited. I want to know what the hardware looks like.
The inputs and the outputs.
Is it going to have 2 HDMI outputs like the PlayStation 3 was supposed to, so I can hook it up to 2 HD TVs?
No.
No? Shit.
How
am I going to be able to use my Vita
Is it going to have the power brick inside the console like PS3 does?
Is it going to have Wi-Fi built into it like none of our Xboxes do?
PS3 does.
I know. I'm kidding.
Oh.
Like most of our Xboxes
Is it going to ship with HD cables?
Oh, that's a good question. Is it going to ship with a controller?
Yes.
You don't really need the new controller. You don't need that stupid touchpad thing on it or the share button.
Yeah.
You can hit start and then
with one.
Okay, like the share button's so fucking stupid. That's so goddamn stupid. Start, triangle, share, right there.
Yeah.
That's it. Just have that be the default share. Have a big fucking front and center. You don't need a dedicated button for that. It's like it's fascinating that they're putting that on there, but it's like that's such a gimmick. It's such a gimmick.
It's not for most people.
No, that is for most people. They want you to share your photo. They want you to share your photo of beating Uncharted 4 on Facebook.
Ugh, God,
your
right.
Your PSN account is going to be linked with your Facebook account and your Twitter account, and they're going to want you to share it on both of them, and they're going to give you some incentive to do it.
Oh, you'll get an achievement.
They're going to give you
trophy,
trophies and a coin doubler for
gross.
Gross, right? Oh, so they've mentioned very briefly at the beginning of this that there are free-to-play games coming to this.
Good, but PS3 already has free-to-play.
So does the Xbox. They have one. But that doesn't mean
PS3, did they do that Killzone for free thing?
They did. Killzone 3 is... the multiplayer is free up through the first 15 levels, I think it is. And then... But if their infrastructure doesn't support rapid, iterative development and testing, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, they need to allow developers to update their games super fast without going through the bureaucracy.
Legends. Every week there's a new dude.
Every week. And if there's a fix that needs to be made, they can push an update super quick. They don't have to go through some third party to get that done.
Yeah.
They just fucking do it. And free to play, who really knows what that means anymore?
Nothing's free.
Nothing's free. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Like Temple Run 2, probably the biggest free to play game to come out in the last 6 months. Right?
Yeah. You can buy stuff.
It's pretty fun on its own. There's plenty of things to buy, and you can spend $5 on that game and be pretty happy. But console games, they cost so much more to develop because there's a very large screen and people have much higher expectations for graphics from a console game compared to an iPhone game. Because iPhone games look like shit, even though it's a good screen. But the 3D, the 3D physics and the polygons or whatever the fuck that guy was talking about before. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling now. And
all right.
I think I'm talking to myself.
Thanks for watching.
Game on.
Game on.